AlphaStone, Azula, Legend, Senpac, crazy with the Jimmy. I know these two played at Plat Fight. I think it was like 3-1 in Grands. AlphaStone won it. I think generally AlphaStone has a good record against them, but I mean, hey, Senpac can play pretty crazy this bracket, I feel like.
AlphaStone is one of Jimmy's biggest,
He's playing Beavers, actually?
Better than perfect. He's going Beavers.
Okay.
Say, AlphaStone is one of Jimmy's biggest, not haters necessarily, but like, he thinks he's overrated, basically. And
I see.
Yeah.
AlphaStone has sort of had Senpac's number for a while in that way. I have never seen the Senpac Beavers in my life.
I have not. It's interesting though, because I know that AlphaStone really hates this matchup against Daggett specifically. But I mean, AlphaStone is regularly playing against Locust though, so it's like a thing of like, can you think you can like get up to that standard, you know?
Yeah, he actually feels like he can't do much in the mid-range against Daggett because of how good his burst range is and whatnot. I actually told him, because ever since Daggett's nerfs, I actually think Ember wins the matchup now, and Ember and Azula are very similar, so you might be seeing that from him in the near future, because AlphaStone has messed with Ember a lot. But right now, it's looking like he definitely does not need to at all, because he is all over this Daggett right now.
Yeah. Normally a big aspect of Daggett is the pressure game, and Senpac does not seem like as experienced at this doing with it so far, at least.
Yeah, looking real good.
Every scramble today was going up. AlphaStone's way up air. Already 96% on this second stock. Bro, AlphaStone looking clean right now. Switch to the Norbert, though. Bit more disjoint, a bit more kill power on Norb. Makes sense. He wants to get this kill very soon.
He just evaporated him. It's crazy.
Big hair. Not enough.
Yeah,
he went away right now. We might gotta see the Jimmy, bro. We might gotta see the Jimmy.
Shit.
We definitely might, to say the least, with the way that this is going on. The DI on that up strong too was not.
All right.
Recovery
All right.
Senpac, please.
Oh my.
Now put that away, bro. Put
Just
the Beavers
night
away. Put the
and
rats
day
away,
from
bro.
the first set. That was a 4-stock in top 8.
Of the biggest bracket the game has had since Plat Fight, the most stacked online one we've had in a while, over 100 players. That is when you whip out the Beavers that nobody in this Discord has seen before.
Right.
At any given point. I love Senpac. He's one of my absolute favorite people in the entire community. He's the ultra homie.
Great dude, for sure.
Senpac, don't do that again.
Oh, bro.
I don't want to see those. I don't want to see those Beavers again. You saw what you did to me with that Jimmy, and what you usually do to me with that Jimmy. Please keep it out. He has beaten AlphaStone before. Yes. I don't know.
Like that.
I honestly don't know, to say the least, but if there's any character that can do it against Jimmy, it's definitely AlphaStone. Azula's quick enough, right? To the point where like she can bob and weave between a lot of like, okay, I hate to compare the two again, but like Azula is basically just like sort of fast Ember. They up air, they up air into the snares, but Azula is a little faster, albeit lighter and with better frame data. So she can bob and weave. Yes, what's up?
Real quick, it's crazy. The record between these two, Alpha is up 11-2 against Senpac in tournament.
Wow. Okay, that's none too surprising to hear coming from the Plat Fight champion, but
Go.
yeah, out here doing it again, rooftop, smaller stage, and with Jimmy Neutron. This is both the character and counterpick. This is his main, for all of you that don't know, the greatest Jimmy Neutron player to ever do it. Rocking to a smaller stage, do you think he's going to want to go here just to create like a sort of like a defensive line with Goddard instead, just to be able to just try to keep AlphaStone out a little bit more because she's got a taller hurt box, or just to kill her earlier? What do you think, Blackamar?
I think definitely both, for sure. Against these bigger stages, for sure. I think Azula often has like her run speed's like incredibly fast, so she definitely has a lot more room to play around. I think just limiting her, making her feel more claustrophobic in this matchup, making the projectile just more effective, definitely makes sense. It makes the neutral a lot easier to deal with. Then again, you can get nearly killed, not quite killed, just like that against AlphaStone. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness, going to the drops again. The bubble.
What's he doing? What's he doing? You don't touch that
Damn.
twice. You don't try that twice.
That's the Plat Fight special. Y'all remember what he did back then. Oh man, already looking way more poised on his main right here. Slowly but surely tacking up that damage, but the second snare is going to connect that time. Only about a, never mind, I was going to say a 30% differential between these players, but it looks like that differential
dead. I think that
doesn't exist. Yeah, forced it.
Jeez, nearly died at 60 right there. This happens sometimes, especially Jimmy's a very good weight to combo, I feel like.
I love the set play right there as well. Just grabbing with the rocket in front of him and throwing him directly into the rocket with the initial part of the animation before the throw even is technically activated. But that time around, Senpac looking like he Might have had a $300 controller moment. I think he might have just messed up his.
I think it was a misinput, yeah.
Yeah, I think he just misinputted that while trying to switch to Goddard. It can be a little tricky if you don't have your inputs out precisely to switch between controlling Goddard and controlling Jimmy. And as we all know, Senpac has had his controller issues for a while.
Yeah, dude, this character just requires so much just multitasking, bro. As you can see, he has to control Goddard separately, switching between on the fly. So it's really just insane. See what Senpac can do. That's a crazy confirm right there, by the way.
He's probably the most difficult character to play in the game. If I really had to put it there
They
on
said Jimmy or
on that
Zim, right?
list. Definitely Jimmy over Zim, I would say, just because Zim's tools are pretty oppressive.
And then
Maybe just
Hugh
ask the boss,
Neutron was the
greatest
hardest
player in the
Nazi one.
world. I'm so sorry. What about Jimmy?
I said no. Apparently, in Nasby 1, Hugh Neutron, which is also his dad, was also the hardest character to play. So both.
That's actually, I didn't think about that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's kind of funny.
So for all of you guys that don't know Nasby, yes, Jimmy Neutron's father was playable in these games before he was.
What was the
Just
crazy
so
thing he
funny.
had? He had like a secret 32 move input.
Yeah, he had like a Chun-Li
Yes.
super from Third Strike. Which is a crazy thing to put in.
Was it a
You
one-hit
had to put in
KO?
some
If it
very
was one-hit KO,
precise,
that
like
would
taunt
so sick.
combo or something. It was very.
Yeah,
it was
like
a very
double-
bizarre input.
It was double 360 taunt to get it. Ooh, Senpac! Ah! They confirm.
Forcing the burst out that time. That ain't no pre-patch, Jimmy. You can't cancel that up B, make it tough to steer to be able to get that confirmed. Senpac was been labbing ever since Jimmy got his nerfs from the recent, from the patches a couple of months ago, and he is still out here making this character work. It's really one of the better stories in the Nasby community for sure.
100%. A lot of people lost faith in him, but Senpac still kept keeping on. Jab, down strong, not killing the classic could confirm. Azula jump right to that fireball though. AlphaStone ready, prepared in his head.
Working on his way to becoming the Hungry Games champion as well, the Platfight champion, up 2-0 against the greatest Jimmy Neutron player in the world right now, and he is none too happy about it in the corner. You can tell by that mad screaming.
No! I love that reference, bro.
Reference to the episode where he's in the future and he finds out he's married to Cindy, and he screams so long that he screams through the commercial break.
Shout out Jimmy Neutron. That show was so funny, by the way.
It was good. People say it hasn't aged well, but it has. Just give it another chance. Yeah, product of its time for sure.
Yeah, it's like obviously Senpac did a lot better that game than game one. It's a tough situation though, because he kind of like Loki threw the first game away trying this kind of pick character out, which sometimes happens in these situations. Because I feel like, I don't know, with just more time to adapt, I feel like Senpac could do this, but only 2 games though, it's hard. It's difficult.
It is definitely difficult for sure, because Azula, like I mentioned, is just very fast, and Jimmy doesn't necessarily like to deal with those types of characters. When you have a character with a punish game like Azula, who hits you real hard and hits you with some pretty big and disjointed moves like up air through platforms for sure.
Yeah.
Jimmy can be good at keeping you out, but like Azula's faster, so she knows how to actually break that defense better than most characters. It's part of what makes her one of the better characters in the game, is that she's just very fundamentally strong. Once she touches you, she just gets a lot of damage in, and she's so good at getting that damage.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jeez, yeah. Yeah,
He
big
makes-
fan of
He makes it look so easy too. That's the
does.
thing.
He definitely does. Yeah, big strength of Azula in general, just like be able to just run up and just say what's good. Because like Jimmy normally likes to play the slower game, but like she's always in your face. It feels like.
Yeah. And when you're just constantly getting rushed down as Jimmy, like, what are your best options? His out of shield is not the best.
Yeah, like Nair, I guess that's kind of it.
Yeah, up tilt med, but that depends on if you're in front of him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, an up tilt as well, which is also a good get off me move from the Y-axis. But if you're approaching from behind or from in front of him, it's not going to matter. Double snare again, and you see him trying to go to a bigger stage right here to sort of wall him out, as these zoner projectile heavy characters are one to do, but it is just not working against AlphaStone. Some good damage, but will it be enough, Blackamar?
And I just feel like it, bro. Still in the first stock right now, especially. Downstrong still struggling to get it. We get the Goddard out though. It'll probably be it. Big laser getting that KO first, but could be a little, too late. One stock deficit, and just how high AlphaStone's playing when he gets in, bro. Like he's gonna be a little trouble right now. I like the setback, increasing the wall a bit, but I mean, when AlphaStone gets in, bro, it's danger.
Danger indeed, my friend. Stranger danger. Holding back with the F tilt. Good damage again. 54%. It's just pretty easy to tack on against a character like Jimmy once you're actually in, you know? His combos can be... That's sort of like part of the reason I feel like Azula does good in this matchup, right? Because Jimmy has a bit of an awkward gravity, as the double lightning is just making me not even be able to say what I want to say.
That's the skill lightning, as AlphaStone would put it.
Skill lightning indeed. Slime enhancing it to make it go even faster as well. It's tricky because Jimmy's gravity is really awkward. One of the more frustrating things about him is that once you're in, if your character doesn't have the truest combos in the world, he can be a little annoying to actually combo up close just because of how awkward his gravity is combined with his fall speed.
Yeah.
Azula doesn't care about that. She doesn't care about any of that. The fall speed doesn't matter, the gravity doesn't matter, your weight doesn't matter. This character, once she gets a grab on you, it's just up air city all day as the damage tacks on up to 62%. Can I get one more snare? No. Electing to save the slime that time. Does not want to get hit by Goddard on the backswing. Smart decision from AlphaStone.
That makes sense. Trying to get this a smart closeout right here, not taking too many risks to get this KO, because still can't theoretically come back if he makes too many mistakes. So I like the careful approach here, playing the start neutral, make a setback come to him a little bit for the element, but Senpac is getting a couple hits. It's unfortunate because he's adapted, but it's just so hard to come back so late. 105% this last stock of this set. It's rough, bro.
He's trying to mix up where he's going to land. Tries to cover it with the dragon kick. Nothing doing, actually. Good fastfall by Senpac to be able to grab the ledge. He does still have burst, as he's going to have to use it right here off of that kick, but is it too little too late? It's a little hard for Jimmy to make these come from behind us. And now it's impossible.
Just combo to that off the get-up attack. By the way, that's crazy.
3-0, babies. I'm the plat fight champion for a reason.
And there it is.
Trying to recreate grand finals of that tournament, it seems.
Hard to thank you.